Scott's a fan. Oh, 3 speeds, 2 outlets on it. There's only one thing that I can say about that. Hey Scrappers, Moose here. So this video is going to be some tips, tricks, subscriber comments, stuff like that. Just one of these videos that I gotta do every once in a while to catch up on things. So, first and foremost, I want to thank Tom. It's going to keep me nice and cool quietly during these summer months. And if this looks familiar to one of you folks out there, thank you. There's absolutely no return information on it. There was no name. Just someone sent me a money order, and I have no idea who to thank for it. So I want to say thank you. You know, throughout all those months where my leg was messed up, I had quite a few people say they were going to mail something in. Well, only 2 people did, and this is one of them. So I want to say thank you, but I don't know who you are. So if you're watching this, thank you very much. All right. So one of the questions that I had this week from one of my subscribers was what you can take off of a board and still have it considered low grade, or can you remove things from a board and still get paid for it? Now, I spoke to one of the folks over at a very reputable scrapyard at Rockaway Recycling, and their comment was that you can remove everything as long as there are still contacts on the board, and by contacts they mean anything soldered to it. So you can take a motherboard and remove pretty much everything except for those aluminum capacitors or whatever, and they'll still buy it as low grade board. It's not the most money, but it's still worth something. Alright, so I've gotten a few ideas from one of my viewers, Scott Hawley, and one of them I thought was pretty good was making or developing a relationship with thrift store owners. A lot of times they'll get things that don't work, electronics, VCRs, TVs, that kind of thing, and they'll need to get rid of it. And that would be a good place to put your name in. Say, hey, look, you know, I recycle electronics. You know, I'll gladly take these things off your hands if people drop them in. So that's a pretty good idea. Also, there's he said that he found a Scott Hawley as well. Said that he found a website, cashforcomputerscrap.com. Now, I haven't tried them out. I'm going to try them out, and I'm going to let you folks see how they are. My only qualm with that site is that they don't list any prices. They don't tell you what they pay. And I know there are some companies out there that are kind of shady. And a lot of companies out there are called shady because people think that they're sending in, you know, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, when in actuality they're really not. So when they get that check for, you know, $30, they're disappointed. So I kind of have a fairly good idea of what electronic scrap is worth. So I'm going to try sending in a box to cashforcomputerscrap.com, and I'm also going to send in a box to boardsort.com and walk you through all the steps of that, so that you can see what you're getting paid, what you have to do, and how long it takes to get paid. Alright, so Scott Hawley again had another quick tidbit of places to put up flyers for accepting scrap. He said he went to his local post office and a laundromat, and was able to have them in the post office. They put it up in the employee lounge, which is, you know, great, and also at the laundromat where a lot of people go. So yeah, it's a high traffic source, good place to put up a flyer. So another great idea from Scott. And let's see, I got a question from one of my viewers. His name is Alden Blakey. Sorry, I probably butchered that last name. He had a question about a component of a Wild Blue dish, but the internal parts say Viasat on them. There's a part inside the eye that looks to be made out of silver. So I was wondering if there's any of you folks out there could confirm that or denounce it and prove that it's not actually that. Personally, I haven't seen one, so I haven't been able to test it. So if you could supply that information down here in the comments, that would be fantastic. Oh, I'd like to apologize for that video that I put out earlier this week on motherboards. Yeah, I kind of messed up the title and the picture on it with another video that I have going on about Blu-ray players. So I tried to fix it, but for some reason YouTube wasn't taking the change that I made. But hopefully it'll be fixed soon. Anyways, the Blu-ray player video is going to be coming out probably Monday. I got a little beaker or flask, Erlenmeyer flask, 6 liter. They don't even make these things anymore. It's an antique. Alright.